One of the more, I'll say it, one of the more pleasant surprise movies for me this year has been Scream. I am not, much to the chagrin of a lot of our viewers, I am not a big fan of the Scream series. I like the first one, like most people do. I like the first one. I think the first one's pretty good. I haven't liked any Scream film since, like not even remotely. And so it was with some speculation about, what the things they were hinting at in the trailers gave us some speculation what this thing could be. And then it came time to go see the movie. And I went in pessimistic. I thought the trailers looked good, but I went in pessimistic. And Ray, you went with me. You, me, and I think Ryan came with us too. And we went to go see it. And I gotta say, I was quite pleasantly surprised by it. I had fun. Now, did it have some big logic problems? Yes. Like, wait a minute. If that person is this, how the hell did that make sense? Number of those logic problems, for sure, it did. But I would be lying if I didn't tell you I had fun. And I came out of it having had a good time, and it did pretty okay for itself at the box office as well. And, well, the studio took notice because they have not only greenlit another thing to come, they've got a release date already set for it for the new Scream movie. This comes to us from Deadline. See, I'll make this a bit bigger for you guys to see it. This comes to us from Deadline, who write the following. Paramount has dated a Spyglass Media's Scream sequel for March 31st, 2023. It's coming in 1 year. 1 year from now, we're going to get the sequel. March 31st, 2023, and it's untitled Bob Marley movie starring Kingsley Ben-Adir as the reggae legend for January 12th. The reboot of Scream, which opened over Martin Luther King weekend, has taken in $140 million at the global box office. Paramount and Spyglass promptly greenlit a sequel, with the whole creative gang returning, including directors Matt Bernatelli, Olfen, and Tyler Gillette, James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick co-writing the screenplay. The Project X Entertainment's Vanderbilt, Paul Ningstein, and William Chirac producing, with Kevin Williamson and Chad Vanella executive producing. So there you go. It's coming, and it's going to show up in 1 year. Now, look, a lot of times people will talk about, like, if there's a movie, they're doing a sequel in 2 years, people go, oh my gosh, why are they rushing it? It's like 2 years is plenty of time. But 1 year, that's a little tight. I mean, I don't know what you think about that, Rob, but I think 1 year might be a little tight. I'm not surprised they're doing another one, because they made this movie for bus fare. And like I said, made over $140 million worldwide. It was generally positively received, including by me. And I'm glad they're doing another one. I'm going to go back to check it out. Yet another copycat killer, I'm sure, will don the mask again. But still, it could be fun. But I am a little surprised hearing it's coming that early. Rob, you hear about them doing another one. It's coming in 1 year. What are your thoughts?
Well, I guess they're riding a wave. Like Blumhouse can do. You make these movies for... I'm a complete advocate of what they're doing here, because they're not spending a ton of money. Say they spend $25 million, right? And what did you say they grossed? 140? Okay. I don't know if they spent $25 million on this latest Scream, but that's a nice, you're making some money there. In terms of, think about it. If the movie costs $100 million or $150 million.
Well, yeah, then they're in trouble.
You're in trouble, but you make it for 20. I don't understand why the studios are not making a series of movies at these lower budget levels. They can release theatrically, get some good change on them, and then put them out on streaming. Again, John, we always talk about the value that is added to products. This was theatrically released, coming right out of the pandemic. People went and saw it. There's always a hunger for great horror movies, or at least entertaining horror movies, and this delivered. So it makes sense to me that they're not throwing good money after bad.
Yeah.
This is something they've established something, and clearly all this is going to do is bolster the market, because like you, like me, even I caught up with it recently. I liked it.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun, and logic problems.
Big logic problems.
But, as far as horror films go, I can't even believe I was watching another Scream movie. Like, why would anybody even go back to that town? Like, whatever, but it to me, it's good business to make this kind of a sequel, get it out while people have barely forgotten the movie they just saw. Why not? Cash in.
I certainly liked it more than that new horror movie, X. I was telling you before, I went to go watch X last night at the theater, and I went in kind of thinking the same way as I did with Scream. Like, I didn't have a lot of hope for it. I didn't really like the trailers. That's the same way I felt about X. But I came out of Scream, that was pretty good. I walked out of X. It's only like the 6th movie in my life I walked out on. Now, and because like a movie with a lot of gratuitous sex, nudity, and like hot people making a porn,
and you walked out.
That is a movie that was bringing the filthy. You'd think it would be meant for me. And after about 45 minutes to an hour, I thought, I cannot believe how boring this movie is. And I got up and left. I thought, I got better things I can be doing at home. So I left, right?
Wow.
And then I'm seeing it's got like, last I checked, it had like an 80% audience rating and like a 95% critic rating. So I was talking to Anna this morning. I said, I don't know, maybe I got to go back and watch the rest of it. But I'm just telling you, like the first hour, snooze fest. Other than some great porno, like the sex stuff they were doing was like great. But I mean, it was an unbearably boring movie for the first hour.
Wow.
But everybody's saying it's really good. So maybe I'm probably going to have to some point go back and watch the second half. But Scream actually delivered for me. It delivered some fun, and I had a good time.
That's all you can ask for. Everything Always All at Once opens this weekend.
And Ann and I already have our tickets for that. Oh, believe we already have our tickets for that.
I'm dying.
I cannot wait to go see that.
It's getting good reviews. I didn't realize the guys who made Swiss Army Man made it.
Yeah. Swiss Army Man. I mean, I love the cast. You've got one of the girls in it. Like the girl who plays her daughter is Shang-Chi and Katie's friend in the bar, who tells them they got to grow up.
Right.
That's her. Of her husband, Michelle Yeoh's husband in it is Short Round from Indiana Jones.
And apparently it's an action movie as well, which I didn't realize.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a full-on action component.
You can't have Michelle Yeoh and not take advantage of her badassness.
I didn't realize.
Right?
I mean, I'm glad to see that. I want to see some Crouching Tiger, hidden multiverse action.
Here talking about Scream. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about Scream getting another sequel? And it's going to be coming in just 1 year. We'll see how that turns out. However you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and leave us your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, Policy Genius. Life insurance can give you peace of mind that if something happens to you, your loved ones would have a financial cushion for rent or mortgage payments, loans, education costs, and everyday expenses. Policy Genius is your one-stop shop to find and buy the insurance that you need. You can click in the description or head to policygenius.com/Campea and answer a few questions. In just a few minutes, you can compare personalized quotes from top companies to find your lowest price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius, because the team of licensed experts at Policy Genius will help you understand your options and apply for the policy that you choose. The Policy Genius team works for you, not for the insurance companies. You can trust them to offer unbiased help and advocate for you at every step until you're covered. And to make things even better, Policy Genius doesn't add on extra fees, they don't sell your info to third parties, and Policy Genius has thousands of 5-star reviews across Google and Trustpilot. So right now, head to policygenius.com/Campea to get your free life insurance quotes and see how much you could save.